It's Frap Friday. It's a Friday when you get fraps.
You will be silent!
And now for something completely different.
Hello! Hello! There. It's a Festivus miracle!
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of our creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it.
Watch out for the medallions. My diamonds are reckless. It feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
it.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tula?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, it is he, it is me, PWE Temple-Kuin, and the place to be reviews right here with all of yous. Friday morning, the People's Champ is here. Woo! There we go. That's a big start for a morning show. You can tell I've had a couple cups of coffee this morning. Damn, it's good to be here on another morning show. 2 days in a row, man. You know I spoil you guys. You know I spoil you. And that song, Pure Imagination, that cover by Hearing Shapes, that is now the official song of the channel. If you haven't noticed, on every live stream, that's going to be featured on the intro. And I'm actually going to reach out to the band and try to get them on the show, or at least the lead singer, because I kind of have a thing for her. But no, really, they're great. They do some amazing covers. Check them out on YouTube. That's Hearing Shapes. And like I said, I am going to reach out to them on Twitter and see if I can at least get a couple of them to come on eventually down the line. So, yeah, I got some stuff planned. We've got a panel this morning. I got my two co-hosts, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies first, let me introduce to you the soothing, docet tones of our good friend from across the pond. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Vassy.
Good morning, and I also suppose good afternoon, because I think the GMT people are in the chat as well. But hello.
Yes, they are. Oh, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me today.
Oh, always welcome, always welcome. And speaking of always welcome, let me introduce to you a man who needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. He is one of the longest standing guests on the panel since the inception of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Coach Rowdy Loudy.
Oh, yeah, there it is, Pete. There I was sitting there just waiting to go. Yeah, here I am. This is no coffee. They found trace amounts of coffee in my cocaine system. Yeah.
Morning, brother, man.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir. Oh, so it is Friday, July 2nd, 2021. And right before we came on air, we were talking about something. Now, let me acknowledge this amazing chat. Keely Chow, I'll do it, brother. He's the fan of Menace Ultron, which I was just watching Age of Ultron about a half hour ago. There are no strings on me. There you go, Keely Chow. Tina Bojan, good morning. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for joining us. Clown World Review is here. What's up, Tony, my brother, my co-host on Mondays and Wednesday nights. Thank you. What do you need?
I need to get dressed.
So go get dressed.
I don't know how to.
Okay, well you're gonna have to wait. Okay, Mommy will help you in a minute. Okay, if you don't leave, we're gonna fight with sticks.
I want to fight with sticks right now.
Are you hearing this? This is
This is great.
On
This is-
site.
this is this, and now he's growling at me.
You know, I have no kids that I know of, but if I do have kids and they're out there, I'm sure I'd fight them with sticks too. Spoiler alert, I'd win, and then I'd lose because I'd go to jail.
Yeah, this is just well, hang on. I want let me find this here. I shared this on Facebook this morning, and this is basically like my son and I. This is like our dynamic. Loudy, you might have seen this picture.
I might have.
You might. I don't know if you have, but this right here, this is.
Yes, I did.
That is, yeah.
I shared that. I thought
that is me and Trey. I don't know if you. I found this in a group. I'm like, oh my god, this is so me and Trey.
Hold on, I gotta go look.
Yeah, that is me and Trey right there to a T. Nope,
yeah. I definitely liked it though.
Yep, that is us right there. Because he comes out and he works out with me in the mornings.
Oh damn.
He'll actually, like, I got him. He's got some little, like, 1.5 pound weights, and he'll sit there and do like the sumo squats with me. He'll do like regular like parallel squats, and then he gets on his scooter and he rides back and forth on his scooter from my house to the neighbor's garage and back, and he does his cardio. So yeah,
I need to do more cardio myself.
I fucking hate cardio. I hate it. Like, that's the thing. Like, when I was wrestling, I bulked up, and I was like, "Oh, do you do cardio?" I was like, "Yeah, I walk from weight station to weight station." I'm like, "That's my cardio." I get in the ring. They're like, "Aren't you worried about getting blown up in the ring?" I'm like, "I don't do flippy shit. No." I'm like, I work Tennessee style. I don't get tired when I wrestle. We being a Tennessee style heel, that's a lot of, we're gonna walk and talk this shit. Hey, let's do an international spot. No. Run, drop down, shoulder block. I'm like, no, you hit me with a shoulder block, I'm powdering, I'm out of the ring. I'm just dipping and rolling. I'll be outside the ring going, you finish running around, and then I'll be in. Let me now. Joseph Pullen, Nikki, Echelot Games. Thank you. What do you want now? All right, come here. Let me put your shirt on, tiny white baby. What the hell are you doing in here? I swear to
You say tiny white baby. It just reminds you of that scene. I forget the movie, but Cat Williams is in it, and he's like, "That is not my baby. That baby is from the mountain of Caucasus. That is a grown man. He has a 730 credit score coming out the womb."
Why is anyone in Cleveland?
Just go.
Why are you Cleveland?
Because I'm Cleveland. Get out of my office. Get out, white boy. Oh my God. I apologize for that. My goodness, man. Yeah. He woke us up this morning at like 6 o'clock because he comes into my room every night, like jumps. I got a California King, so I got a massive bed. And that's what happens after you've been married for like 10 years. You're just like, get away from me, move. And that wasn't me, that was her. She's like, no, get the hell on you. No. So he comes in, he sleeps in between us. 6 o'clock this morning. 6 o'clock this morning. Are we going to the beach yet? My wife's like, oh my God. I'm just like, I just roll over and pretend to still be asleep. And he's literally outside knocking at the door right now because he knows I'm talking about him.
So he's a merman.
Oh, if you don't get out of here right now, I swear before Jesus, in the name of all that's holy, we'll fight. Do you hear him laughing? Can you hear, is the mic picking that up?
Yes,
Yep.
sure as hell.
Yeah, he says yes. I had a plan this morning. Everybody has a plan until you have a 5-year-old.
Always.
Well, he'll be 6 in a couple days now. So he's got 5 days until he turns 6.
Oh damn.
Yep. Yeah, first grader this year. First grader. Yeah, I've got that, and they're going to be like, "Oh, do you want to substitute teach for your son's class?" I'm like, "No. Let me teach middle school again, please. I can't deal with like what is there? There'll be like 20, 25 of them in this class this year, I think. No, I can't deal with first and second graders. No, they did last year when I started subbing. They're like, well, can you handle like PE? I'm like, yeah, I can do like all grades. PE is fine. They're like, what about in classroom? I'm like, middle school. Yeah. The middle schoolers know enough to fear me, but they still respect me and think I'm cool. So it's like, all right. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are like, they ask me, do you want to teach 3rd, 4th, and 5th? I'm like, no. Nope. Those kids they're little shites. I'm like, no. That's not a bad word. It's a foreign language. It doesn't count.
It's a foreign language. But no, that just reminds me like when I was substitute teaching and whatnot too, because it's like for the school system that I actually teach in now, I was subbing for it before they hired me on. And It's like you got to choose like what grade level. So I'm like, let's get middle school and high school, and I'm looking at anything below 6th grade, and I'm like, nah, fam, that ain't me.
No, dude. Even like I teach it's like a private Catholic school.
Yeah,
and so they're all pretty well behaved, but at the end of the day, they're still kids. But yeah, the middle schoolers, like, once they found out, like, on the side, I'm like, because I know a lot of their parents,
yeah.
I'm a YouTuber and I was a wrestler, because they all know I was a wrestler at one point. And, so it's like they're just fascinated. I was a DJ, so it's like, they're asking me questions about that stuff. And Mr. Pete, can we watch your videos? I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. And
Not
then they
here
go
in
on
class, kids. Not here in class.
Oh, the one that, because we had 8th grade graduation like 3 days before I subbed, and one of my 8th graders came back, and he was still in class because his girlfriend is a 7th grader.
Ooh.
So Owen was hanging out with his girlfriend. So he was like, I called him. I said, Owen, to being in desk, like, you're my teacher's assistant today, bro. He was like, all right. So he was helping me out with everything during the day, and he spent half the day looking for my YouTube channel, until he found it.
Oh,
he found it. And he's sitting there watching he started watching one of my Batwoman reviews, and I'm like, bro, turn that down. I'm like, turn that down. And because like literally he's sitting there, and I can't remember what episode it was, but like it starts, and all I heard was the lesbians. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Owen,
Oh no.
Owen, turn. And he starts laughing. I'm like, turn it off. And you hear, and then I can't remember what I said, but I was like, and then you hear, and then fucking do Grace Scott. I'm like, oh, Owen, stop. Owen, stop. I think it was the part. No, it was a part where I was doing Mary's voice, and I turned it up. I was like, it was Sophie texting Mary, and it's like, oh my God, Z's Mary, you might want to call your dad. He's crying like a bitch. I'm like, oh, Owen, stop. Turn it down, bro. Turn it down.
It's like that Kevin Hart. No, he wasn't ready. No,
he wasn't ready. No, that was basically it. What's up, Laura 44? My sketchbook 340. Max Zoran 1101. Were you? Yes, I was a professional wrestler. My name was Pete Daddy Dollar. I was a member of a stable called Team Ratings. We were basically the NWO. Reincarnated.
Who wasn't the NWO reincarnated on the Indies?
But we actually did it, man. You see,
no, I know. Trust me, I've seen your stuff compared to like some other like people who've tried to do it. You guys did it really well.
We had the logo. This was my title belt.
That's badass.
We had the logo. I actually stole this from another promotion. That belt was held by the original Sheik.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That belt was held by the original Sheik at one point.
Fuck yeah.
I borrowed it for my promotion back in 2010, and it got lost when I was moving.
Inconvenient. For some.
And the guy that loaned it to me, I was working a show with him because I actually worked for a promotion he ran. He asked me about it one time in like 2014. I was working, it was like Apex Pro Wrestling. He's like, hey, Pete, he goes, you still got that belt? And I'm like, you know what, man? Because I was working for you, I was looking for it. And I was like, it must have got lost when we moved. I'm like, I'll check again. But I'm like, no, I don't know where it is, homie. I have no idea.
Hopefully he doesn't see this and want it back.
I don't think he will. If he does, at this point, he's old and decrepit and fat, and I'll kick him in his balls. So
he's fat.
He's fat. Scott Steiner. Fat asses.
There we go. You need a Scott Steiner cutaway, man. How do you not have one of those?
You know what? I gotta get the Steiner math one, and one of just him doing that fat asses.
Come out. Do you know the whole fat asses promo and what was going on?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. The best part of that, the only chance you had no chance, but you had a chance, was you could run lickety split, but you can't run because you got the fat asses.
That was on the Botchmania soundboard I used to have on my phone. Oh my God,
that's great.
Hey, PJ, what's up, brother? Orville Nation, hail, sir. We missed you last night, but we hope everything is all right, brother. be back next week for. Wait, actually, let's see. Will I? Yeah, I'll be there next week for Orville Nation. I was trying to think when do I have to leave town, but that's Wednesday and Friday. So there'll be content uploaded on those days in my absence. We're gonna pre-record the Wednesday night show. Wait, no. Actually, we're doing it live. Because next Wednesday is my son's birthday, but I will be home in time for the show. Because we're not having this party till Saturday, so I will. Because we got like 20 some people coming on. So it's a bit. I'm like, oh great. My wife's like, you're gonna help me, right? I'm like, yeah, I'll be a great help to you.
Totally, yeah.
And she's
Super
right outside
excited
the door.
about that.
She's right outside the door right now, just being like, I can hear her.
Or listen
walking
like
by.
that son of a bitch, Pete. He fucking better help her. I'm gonna.
Oh shit!
Thought him like a fish.
Oh yeah, trust me. It was like his second. I think it was like his second birthday. She got pissed because I just got hammered with one of my friends, like while we were trying to set up, and yeah, it's like one of like our friends, like him and his wife, come up there every year for it, and we just got like smashed at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, he's 2, he won't even remember. It'll be fine.
If you want, you can just get hammered at my wedding reception.
Trust me, that yeah.
Like I told you yesterday, man. I've told everyone to bring the best liver that they have because we're gonna get fucked up.
I'm learning a special dance for your wedding. I'm just.
Oh God!
Right now.
Is it the too cool dance?
I'm gonna tell Nick he's gotta be Grandmaster Sexy, and I'll be Scotty Too Hottie, and I'll do the worm. I don't know if I'm gonna do the worm in my suit, but I'll have the alligator. I'm wearing my alligator shoes just for you, man.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking do the worm in my tux. I don't want to hear it.
I'm pulling out the purple alligator shoes just for you, man.
Well, that's because you look fly today.
I do. It's like I wish I could go out and buy an all purple suit. My wife would probably murder me if I bought a new suit.
Please do.
Because I love purple. I do. I love purple. It's my wife's favorite color. I was like, I should have done like what I wanted to do was like get like an all purple suit, like the purple Godfather hat, and especially since I got that big, just show up at your wedding wearing that big ass like People's Champion medallion. Just everybody's like, who the fuck is this?
I don't know, man. Pimping ain't easy.
I would have looked like one of that. Do you remember? Does anybody remember that thing they used to do on HBO? That pimps up, hose down. Does anybody remember that?
No, but when you were talking about purple suits and whatnot, I instantly thought of Pimp Named Slickback, and I thought that's what you were going for because I love a Pimp Named Slickback. Could you say the whole thing like A Tribe Called Quest? So, yeah, please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Whew. I got scared for a second. Vassy, have you ever seen the Boondocks?
No.
Oh man, well if you ever get a chance and you want to watch,
the
very inappropriate
Boondocks
things,
is hilarious.
You should go watch the Boondocks.
Yeah, the Boondocks is hilarious. Wait, do the cat man dance, then super kick someone with your Crocs like cat. Oh, dude. So there's this pimp on this Pimps Up Hose Down thing. Pimps Up Hose Down was like literally about pimps and hoes, and they did like the Players Ball. They did they covered that on HBO on a special, and there was this one white pimp on there, and this dude was just like, he was like plaid, like outlandish colored suits and shit. Like I was like, as a kid, I'm watching that going like, I could pull that look off. Like I could do that. I was like, I've always wanted one of those. Are we talking Boondock Saints because that's awesome? Am I gonna get hate for? I don't like the Boondock Saints.
I've seen it once. I thought it was good, but
I didn't like it.
I didn't hate it. But I mean, I also like that mob type shit. Like I just got my fiance to watch The Godfather like a few weeks ago, and she actually enjoyed it.
I own The Godfather. I've seen it twice. I'll never watch it again. It is the most.
¿Por qué, señor?
I don't like it. It's boring. It's a great movie. It's a classic. I acknowledge that. To me, I was just like, I mean, there's a couple like, good action scenes. You got the toll booth scene where James Caan gets whacked. I mean, but to me, it's just like,
You're literally hurting my soul right now because as a 17-year-old senior in high school, when I first saw it in my film study class, I fucking loved it.
Yep. My sketchbook 340 knows what I'm talking about. Yes, he says that HBO special is where Chappelle got the idea for the player hater skit, and Ice-T was on both. Yes, he was, because Ice-T was a literal pimp back then. He used to host that shit.
Yep.
And that's how I met. And that's how I met Coco.
And that's how I met your mother.
Wife. Kids, and that's the story of how I met your mother. That would have been. That would have been much better of an ending to that show than what they did. Did either of you watch How I Met Your Mother?
I used to watch it religiously.
Same.
No.
You know what, Vassy?
No.
It's okay, because if you go to like the later seasons, like you're not missing anything.
No, it got so. It's like one of those shows. That just I watched for what's her name? She plays Marie Hill in the Avengers.
Kobe
Kobe thingy.
Kobe Smulders.
Yeah, I used to watch for her. That was basically it. And her and Neil Patrick Harris, because he's so hilarious.
Oh, he's so hilarious and talented.
Plays the best straight player as a gay man I've ever seen. Like, he was amazing. Like, that's the thing. And it's like, is anybody going back and trying to cancel him for playing a womanizer and he was gay?
No.
Is that a thing? Does that happen? Does that not happen?
No.
You know?
Because he's in one of the other groups, so it doesn't count.
See, my sketchbook, The Godfather is boring. You know.
That's just hurtful, man.
Hail, brightest day. How are you, sir?
So I actually want to make a comment about Brightest Day yesterday, mainly because I love his fucking handle. And Green Lantern was always one of my favorite characters as a kid, and I just feel like that superhero has been done dirty and never given a really good movie.
Oh, dude, without a doubt. The movie with Ryan Reynolds, I mean, they CGI'd his suit on, which was a mistake. We only got a couple in the Snyder cut. He was in it for like one scene and got killed. One of the Green Lanterns.
Makes sense.
It was just like, because you saw his fucking ring got cut off, and you see it just roll across the battlefield. Brightest Day says, "I love you now, Coach." Instant bro love.
Oh, Brightest Day, I love you too, brother.
Brightest Day's got a solid channel, and he's on Pegasus Actual Podcast with my boys, Drew, the Supreme Heretic, author Stephen Walton, and I believe Culture Casino's on that too. And Culture Casino's a great dude too. They're all just wonderful people. Go over and check them out. He's bending the knee and not playing gay characters anymore. Is because Ryan isn't a very good actor.
Whoa, now let's not get too hasty.
Woo! I think Ryan Reynolds is a good actor. I do.
That's very controversial.
Wait, you got to do the Eric Andre. Why would you say something so controversial or so brave yet so controversial? That meme.
Yeah.
That is. I got into it this morning. It was the other day. They were making fun of the new Supergirl costume, and somebody posted a picture of this model named Miss Carrie June from Instagram. She's like a fitness model, right? And they posted a fitness model. And they posted this picture of her next to Supergirl, and they're like, react for this one. And the new Supergirl looks terrible. And, Carrie June, she looks like she could squat a truck. I mean, she's got some quads on her. Diced up abs. She's not like overly muscular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Built, gorgeous, man. Like I just look at her, I'm like, that is, she thick, she looks good. And you get all the typical comments. She looks like a man. And if you look at the dudes' profiles that are saying she looks like a man.
They live in their mom's basement and they're fat as fuck.
Yep. Big. Either that or they're just insecure ass, dude bros who are, it's like, I was like, I've been around women like this. I've dated a couple women like that. I'm like, that is just, I was like, you're insecure, man. It's all right. It's all right. You're intimidated. And them are the kind of people that give regular guys a bad name, because it's like, you're insulting her because you're too lazy to do what she has the motivation to do, man. Like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like I said, if you picked up anything more than a fork, you might have a little bit of muscle on you too. But like I said that to one of my interns who was kind of a prick, he said something to me one day, and this is when I was like in really good shape. He said something to me, and he was like 20 years old, and I'm 37. And literally, we're in my office in front of my other interns. He said something, and I was like, "Bitch," I'm like, "I don't even want to hear it from you." I was like, "You're 20 years old." I'm like, "Most athletic thing you do all day is get out of bed and put your pants on." I'm like, "By the time you do that, I've already worked out, showered, and got my kid to daycare." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "I don't want to hear any excuses. I'm old enough to be your daddy. As a matter of fact, I might be. What's your mama look like?" And everybody in the office is like, "Oh," and he's just like, "Man, fuck you," and walks out. You know, I'm like, don't
like
try to play.
That's like some Gunnery Sergeant Hartman type shit like there, and I just fucking love it.
I'm like, don't try to play dozens with me because you're gonna get fucking roasted. I'm like, number one, I never script a promo. Number two, I used to get picked on a lot, and I'm a master of witty comebacks. I did stand-up comedy. I know how to deal with hecklers. You know what I mean? It's like, trust me, that was the worst thing somebody do was start heckling me when I was doing stand-up, because half the time I was buzzed because I do stand-up before wrestling shows. Yeah. And it's like, nope, you're getting roasted. All right, somebody in the crowd, "Oh, I'm like,
boom,
why don't I shut up? Why don't you come up here and make me? If you could stumble through 3 rows of chairs, get your fat ass up into the ring, waddle in here, and by the time you do, you're going to be out of breath, and we're going to need to call 911. So by then, I'll be putting these gators to your ass. So let's just save everybody the trouble. I don't want to clean the ring up. Stay where you are, eat your popcorn with your heifer, and enjoy the show." And they just be like, I mean, it's just like I got savage, man. It's like, don't, if you're gonna heckle me, don't expect any mercy. You know what I mean? Don't. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that reminds me of a show. So the one professional wrestling match I've ever done commentary for. Hold on. Let's read this first. No, go back.
Oh wait, okay, yeah. No, he's a very typecasted actor, which is why he did Deadpool. But to me, he is Van Wilder version of every role, like a handsome Seth Rogen.
Ooh.
The Van Wilder thing, I can kind of see that. Because I remember, dude, Van Wilder was hilarious, except for the dog scene. That made me sick to my stomach, and I almost threw up on my boy in the theater. But I think he's a better actor than Seth Rogen, like, by leaps and bounds. But what does the panel think of this?
I personally like Ryan Reynolds.
I do too.
I don't see any issues, really, personally. But then again, you know where my wheelhouse is. So, like...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Vassy, what about you?
Spicy take, but I think he's a one-note actor with very limited range, but that's with me.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we have here.
Because Vassy said I instantly agree with Vassy now, just because she said
I can't disagree because I'm terrified of her, so I can't disagree with her.
This is now Vassy's show. We're just her co-hosts.
Right, that's it. Let's see. So we got Joseph Pullinson, kind of like the porn actress who looked like a better Captain Marvel than Brie Larson. Yes, she did, and she's actually in that's the Axel Braun version, and that the girl that played Captain Marvel in that is actually married to the dude that played Deadpool in the porn parody. Fun fact that I happen to know about the movie. I'm not going to tell you how, but anyway,
research obviously.
Yep. When wrestlers become teachers, it happens. And hail Nerdy Blurb TV, my brother Ryan. What is going on, man? Hail to you, sir. Welcome, Ryan. Nerdy Blurb is a great friend of the channel. He designed all the logos, the Lost theme for the channel. He's a great guy all around. I miss this cat. He's not on nearly enough anymore. Your boy Second Street Marvel's been hanging out in the comment in the comment section in the chats. He was here yesterday. I'd like to bring you two on together on a Monday or Wednesday night, Ryan. So we need to make that happen, bro. We need to make that happen. The chat just jumped on me. Let me go back. I want to highlight this. Dude, would love to have met you when you're still performing. Oh man. I do. I really, really wish that I was still wrestling full time and had my YouTube channel, because I was going to audition for Big Brother in 2018. That was my goal, was to use 2017 as a springboard to get on Big Brother, because I was DJing, I was bodybuilding, I was wrestling, I was doing finance. I'm like, I have that kind of like thing that they look for. you know, for somebody on the show. I'm like, it would have been and then I had to quit wrestling and all of that. So it kind of, everything just kind of went by the wayside. But yeah, so that's I moan backwards. Reynolds is talented as hell and a great writer. Nikki says Ryan feels like he plays the same type of personality in most of his movies. It's because Seth Rogen always plays himself as a character, just like Ryan after Van Wilder.
I'm just saying to the guy that's now defending Ryan Reynolds, you obviously heard what Vassy said, so you need to stop arguing because she is now correct.
See, I got my gang. I brought the gang.
She did.
With me.
What are they saying? What is that saying over? Was it London? I was from Snatch. What are they? Did you bring a bunch of bad boy yardies? Is that what it is? A bunch of bad.
I brought all them on them.
Bunch of bad boy yardies over here.
I can't right now. I'm doing bad boy yardy shit.
Bad boy yardy's gonna bad boy yardy.
Chef Boyardee.
I love Brad Pitt's when he was the pikey in that. Hey, your mom needs a fucking caravan. Periwinkle blue. I love that. That was like one of my. I've tried to like get that accent down since I saw Snatch for the very first time. Nerdy Blurb says, "Bro, Second Street is my cat. Please bring us on, dude. You don't have to say please. I mean, it's like I want to bring you guys on a Monday night.
Listen, you don't have to say please. You just have to say daddy.
Yeah. And just no, seriously, we'll work it out and get you guys on a Monday or Wednesday show. Because I think that'd be a hell of a lot of fun, man. That'd be one of the only times I'd like to do a 5-person panel on a Monday night again. Is me, Tony, Red Gaze, Blurb, and Second Street. The Duckies are in the chat. All the Duckies are out.
Oh shit!
All the Duckies.
Where's the ugly one?
There is never an ugly ducky ever.
Oh God! Nerdy Blurb says. #daddy.
Okay, well, he's obviously on now. So
he's on.
I mean, he followed the rules, Pete. Therefore, he's in.
Oh, God. Keely Chow, I have a funny story about that. Forget Big Brother. Can anyone imagine ETEP channeling Pete Daddy Dollar while competing on Survivor? I auditioned for Survivor, and no. I am not an outdoorsman like that. I hate bugs. I don't like not being able to shower and sleep in a bed. But the caveat to Big Brother is I'm kind of a germaphobe. Not Howie Mandel level, although we do have the same barber. But Culture, you missed your name being mentioned as a previous guest. We did that earlier in the show.
He did mention you.
I did give you a shout out as one of the as a member of the Pegasus Actual podcast. And Culture Casino, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't subscribe to his channel, is another it's one of my fellow rogues from Rogue Entertainment, and one of the most awesome people in this community. Truly, he is. He's a very awesome, willing to help, giving, great creator, and he's funny and very smart and has a great insight on a lot of topics. So big, I don't have my hat, but I tip it to you, Culture. Truly I do. Brightest Day says bad Chef Boyardee. More duckies from Laura. Oh, here it is, my sketchbook. You like Dags? Oh, I like Dags just fine. Coach, are you my mummy?
Oh God, it's John related to Russell T. Davies. He knows.
Oh, Good morning, everybody. Keely says Culture Casino is the hair to menace. Yes, with Ord's board, and I have to address that really quick. Ord's board got demonetized on YouTube for absolutely no good reason whatsoever. And everybody that's tweeted out and in support of Ord's awesome, because as I said, Ord's has been on the show before and I've streamed with him. Super great guy, another rogue, and chill, never does anything controversial that would even warrant him being demonetized. That's what makes this entire situation so frustrating. We've been going for almost 40 minutes and we haven't even reached the first topic.
Jesus Christ, what she said. Really?
That's what she said. But that's fine. I've got a couple topics I did want to talk about here, but this has been a blast so far. So Culture, if you want a link, just let me know. I will gladly throw you a link, sir.
Throw a friggin' bone here.
You are somebody that is always welcome on the show, and it's funny, and people take this, and I know I streamed with It's a Vase last night. It's a Vase Productions, who is just another. Chris is a great dude. He's been on the channel, and he's one of those people that I haven't had a chance to stream with in a while because I've had so many different new creators on. And he's invited me on, so I booked him for July 21st. So these are the next 3 Wednesdays we've got planned. Next Wednesday night, we've got. I'm looking off camera because I've got my schedule on the wall. We've got Rookie Critic and Black Angus reviews next Wednesday. The following Wednesday, on the 14th, we've got Tim Talks and Saggy Melons. The 21st, I'll have It's a Vase and another guest. Monday, July 12th. Fanzine will be joining myself, Tony Tone Deaf, and Red Gaze. I've still got an opening on the 5th, and I'm the following Monday. I'm reaching out to a really, really big channel. So fingers crossed. And it's somebody that recently, and if you follow me on Twitter, people have been tagging this aforementioned big channel in tweets, and I'm going to reach out to him and ask him if he would like to be a guest. We've had larger channels on in the past. Jeff, obviously from World Class Bullshitters, has been here. He's a great friend of mine. And Coach Loudy's known him for 20 years. I've got to know Jeff really well. Super great guy. He's gracious enough to come on. Tug from That Umbrella Guy came on. So we've been lucky to be able to stream with some of the bigger channels in the community that are very influential. And there's a lot more I want to reach out to bring them on here and, just kind of connect with them because I admire their work and I think they're just awesome people. So that's the kind of people that I like collaborating with. So, so we're going to reach out to that aforementioned creator, and we're going to see if we can get them to make an appearance on the show. So fingers crossed,
you're
ladies
gonna get
and
Vince McMahon or Triple H to be on the show?
Triple H. I would have Triple H on, but he'll probably just tear a quad. Him and Vince would both tear a quad. Come on, they have the Kevin Nash thing. This is just speaking of Vince McMahon, you gave me an opportunity to use this.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
I fucking love that. I'm sorry. That just I smile a bit every time. I smile every time I see it because I remember watching that live, and what was that, 98 right there?
Yep.
I remember 8-year-old Loudy just, grandma would be like, because I'd go, my grandma's on Monday nights. She's like, all right, make sure you go to bed. And I'm like, okay. And then I'd wait, and then I would turn the TV on, and I would turn it down super low just so I could, watch the rest of Raw, and no regrets.
Oh, dude, yeah, I was like 18 or 19 when that was all going on. But PJ, I made a GIF. I'm gonna send this to you so you can use it. But here it is, right here. This is one of my new favorites.
You will be silent.
There you go. That's one of my favorites. If anybody out there watches the Orville, I was introduced to that show because PJ invited me on Orville Nation. He goes, hey, do you want to come on and check out the Orville? Because I invited him on, and PJ streams on Mondays too. So I checked the I checked the show out. I've watched the entire series up to the end of season 2. And it's Peter Macon that plays Bortus. He's getting ready they're singing karaoke at the beginning of one episode, and he's getting ready to sing My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And Bortus is a very straight-laced, serious character. So everybody starts clapping, then he tells them to be quiet before he sings. and then they get interrupted by an emergency, and he doesn't get to sing. And I was like, I wanted to see him sing.
That's rough.
So it's funny. The Orville's a great show. Echelette Gaming says, are you bringing Jungle Boy on? He got tagged a lot this week. I don't have any respect for him.
Oh, so are we talking about the same Jungle Boy here?
Yeah, the dude on
Jungle
AEW.
Boy and Marcus Stunt?
He's on AEW now?
Yeah, he's part of Jurassic Express.
Oh, AEW. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with that fucking company? It looks like it looks like a big budget indie company. Kendo sent me their Botch Fest reel.
Oh,
and I'm
God,
like,
I haven't seen that.
holy shit, it's 7 minutes of just like indie-rific botches during nationally televised spots. It's like, this is why
WWE too. Like, honestly, between the two promotions, like, it's like, would you rather the douchebag or the turd sandwich? You know,
Yep,
it's that episode of
that's it.
South Park. It's
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
don't have any good options.
Ugh.
Though apparently SmackDown's actually not bad. And from what I've seen, so this is from a guy who used to vehemently hate Roman Reigns. I kind of I like what they're like. They finally made him the bad guy, the heel, and it's like he's doing that very well. Like, I don't hate him, but then again, I have a thing for villains. Like, if I'm watching The Dark Knight, I'm rooting for Joker the entire time because I see his point of view. So,
Hashtag Joker wasn't wrong.
hashtag that's right.
Let's see. Wait. At least the bag of douche serves a purpose toward maintaining something nice.
What happens when it gets full, though?
It turns into Triple H. It looks like Triple H. Oof. Yeah. Here's I wanted to talk about this because IndieWire is getting a lot of heat right now for their bullshit tweet about Black Widow. Vassy, you saw that yesterday, didn't you?
Was that the Bechdel test? Shite.
Yes.
I read loads of reviews, early reviews, and could you have a finer example of shilling? Like, you've clearly gotten paid for these reviews, and it's who pays attention to Rotten Tomatoes? Honestly, with their 85%,
right?
Like, no.
So I'll tell you that I pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes, but hear me out. I check out Rotten Tomatoes scores because it tells me what movies not to see. Like, if it's got a high rating, I already know it's going to be woke, and I already know that I don't need to see it based solely off of that. That's the only reason I pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes.
I do it for fun because it's just fun to follow how dumb they are half the time. You know what I mean? It's it's comical.
Sorry, I got caught up by the Poirier versus McGregor 3 fight that's going to happen on the 10th.
Oh no! Let it go. Let it go.
Why is Conor McGregor still fighting? Hasn't he got his ass beat enough?
Hey, you guys leave Conor McGregor alone.
No,
like Jesus.
No, drag him more. Drag him by his scalp, please. Nobody likes it.
I mean, I do.
No.
I was
Not
wondering
here,
about
they
that.
don't. No.
I was so he's not beloved in the homeland, Vassy.
If you're white trash, yeah. But the thing is, so I did kickboxing and MMA for years, and we had a weird the kids started picking it up of the antics he was doing, and you know yourself, like martial arts, you don't do that, you don't behave like that. And I remember one of the kids started showboating like Ali, like in a kickboxing fight, and I remember the coach was like, "You are done, and he had to sit it out. But there was that weird thing, like 4-year-olds shouldn't be going around swearing at each other just because you saw Conor McGregor doing it. I'm like, calm thy tatas. You're not doing that here.
Can we rewind? You did MMA and stuff?
Oh yeah. When did I start? I started as a teenager. Yeah, so it's been a good while. And then I went, because we didn't have MMA for ages. We just had boxing and kickboxing. So I did kickboxing since I was a teenager, and then MMA kind of kicked off in like 2015. Properly, so
you had my interest. Now you have my attention. Did you have it? Did you have any Did you do like full on competitive fights and stuff? Did you work? Did you work shows like MMA shows?
No. So the training and stuff actually caused my stomach to herniate, and I had to have full stomach surgery.
Oh wow!
Because my gut had decided to come back up through my food pipe. So yeah, I've destroyed my stomach. So when I was doing any contact, what happened is I'd start involuntarily getting sick. So which is fantastic when you're in the ring. So yeah, I got pulled out. So I can barely spar now. Because if any touching on my tummy, we have projectile exorcist vomiting. So yeah.
Well, that sounds awful, Vassy. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Damn.
but if anyone attacks me, I have a defense mechanism, thusly winning.
Almost reminds me of South Park with Stan and Wendy.
Yep. Hi, Stan. Blah.
I'm like
So
a
are
spitting
you-
cobra.
So are you like? Does that like keep you from like working out and stuff, or can you train at all? Just not like any fighting.
No, like anything bar light contact sparring, and I cannot do, which suits me, this thing of not, I can't do burpees, thank God, and I can't do bear crawls. Both suits me fine, because who likes doing either of them? But I can't
hate.
do
Oh my
them.
God, I hate burpees.
I
hate
hate them.
I
I'm
hate
I
them.
like making my
can't-
football players do burpees. That's fun.
Yep.
Nah,
That's
I'm
it's
just like-
watching other people.
It's like I medically can't, so we're not doing that.
So what are you more into like training? Like do you do regular like weightlifting, or are you like more into like CrossFit type stuff?
Like proper free weights. Our gyms have only been open 3 weeks.
Really?
Really?
So yeah, and I think they have been closed for 10 months. It feels like forever, but like it was basically only outdoor stuff. And even that, they sectioned off like outdoor gyms because obviously people were touching and they weren't being clean. So you couldn't even use outdoor gyms. So yeah, I've been back in the gym 3 weeks trying to remove the COVID fat from my body. Trying to bust it out in the freeway section, but it's gas when you get back to working out and you're like, oh, I can still lift this. No. So it's like a third of what I was doing before. But it's like, it's a journey, as everything is. So just have to get back on the path.
Oh, this is like the end of my 3rd week of like lifting again. And like my weights have went up a little bit, but like I was trying to be like a smart ass the other day and curl some 45s, and like I could do it, but my form was ugly as hell. You know, I'm just like, after about like 5 or 6 reps, I'm like, I got to start throwing them. I'm like, all right, yep, done before I tear my shoulder. Keely Chow says Vassy is what happens when you combine Ronda Rousey's DNA with Becky Lynch's DNA.
I
Her
detect.
accent's so weird. Becky's like her accent, she's supposed to be north side in Dublin and I'm south side. But her accent has that weird McGregor thing when it's like a weird American sound.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where are you from?
Do you think she does it on purpose? Like, or do you think it's from like because she's been in America for a while? Do you think it's just like her like patterns of speech kind of adapting to the American, like depending on where she lives, because there's all different dialects,
I'm gonna
obviously.
assume
But
Florida. That's where they all live.
Probably.
I don't know if you know Charlie Ward. He trains with Conor McGregor. They're in SBG. They actually have speech coaches because I have to over pronunciate from what I normally do when I'm on stream because I talk too fast and I don't pronounce my T's. So I've noticed SBG fighters have they over pronunciate now. So I think it's actually they've gotten them kind of speech coaches to make them a bit more clear, because the way Connor talks on like telly or in an interview is not the way Connor talks and he's not off TV. So I assume it's just trying to over pronunciate just to help everybody understand because we don't have subtitles.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't watched a UFC fight in so long. I quit watching pro wrestling. Like I said, I only watch the older stuff now. I don't is Loudy, is Dave Finlay actually from Ireland, or is that just a whole gimmick? I can't even remember.
I thought he was from Ireland. I have to look that up.
Didn't wasn't he billed from Belfast?
I think so.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I'm doing that right now.
Do you remember him, Vassy? You remember Fit Finlay?
I know the name, but I don't
My
can't
name
remember the
is
face.
Finley, and I love to fight.
And I love to fight. It was all good until
he's from Belfast.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was a gimmick or not. But he trained a lot of the women. He was working with a lot of, and that's when the women's division got better because they put him in charge of the women, and you'd get the ones in there that are just models and couldn't wrestle, and they're complaining, and he's like, "Shut up and get back in there." You know, he he wasn't easy on him, you know, because this dude was like literally one of the toughest guys in the locker room. I do remember people saying that in interviews. He was like legitimately like one of those people that it's like you don't want to. It was like Ming or the Undertaker. You know, well, the Undertaker was in charge of wrestlers' court, so you didn't piss off the Undertaker anyway.
No.
But let's talk a little bit about my my bald sister here, Tilda Swinton, and Tilda Swinton. I'm very grateful Kevin Feige spoke out against Doctor Strange whitewashing. Swinton's casting in Doctor Strange is one of Hollywood's most blatant examples of whitewashing, and Zach Sharf is just like Eric Cohn, who wrote the review of Black Widow. This guy is just like like he's one of those guys that doesn't have testosterone. He's and I don't want to say this to insult the ladies, but he's full of like estrogen, because I know women with more that are probably like tougher than these guys. It's just like one of them's on the panel right now, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's just these guys are funny. It's like, it's all for clout. Obviously, this woke thing is all for clout. We got 19 people watching right now, so thank you everybody. In the chat, make sure you're slapping that like button for us. Share the stream out. If you're not subscribed, you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It always will be. So here we go. Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One in Doctor Strange. First of all, what did you all think of? We'll start with Vassy and work our way down here. What did you think of Tilda Swinton in Doctor Strange?
I think she's a fantastic actress. I stand by that. I think someone who is like a deity should like transcend like gender and race. So I think it was perfectly fine with her being the Ancient One. Like.
All right. What about you, Loudy?
I agree with that as well. I mean, why does it matter if she's white, if she's black? I mean, like Vassy said, she's transcending all of that because she is a, I don't want to say an existential being, but she is an existential being. So maybe that's how it was represented to Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's how he saw her. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Brightest Day says, did you see the tweet that quoted what Feige actually said in 2016 that contradicts this?
No.
I did not. And fictitious Dave Savage says Vassy is an ass. He was trying to say ass kicker. He said lock. It was kicker. Then he said damn. He said damn predictive text.
Well, at least she's not an ass licker.
Wow,
that would be awkward in the gym, wouldn't it? What are you doing?
Matthew Berkland says, hail from Istanbul. Hail, Matthew Berkland.
Hail!
From Istanbul, Constantinople.
Yeah.
No, you can't go back to Constantinople because Constantinople got the works. I can't remember what song that is.
I don't even know what the hell you're singing.
It's stuck in my head. I don't know why. I think it's from Transylvania 65000 or something like that. I want to say I heard if nobody probably knows what Transylvania 65000 is either.
No, not a goddamn bit.
It was a spoof horror movie with Ed Begley Jr. Michael Richards was in it. It had a great cast.
What about Stevie Richards? Was he in it?
No, Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool was not in it. Let's see who else we got. Tony says Tilda appropriated her haircut from Wakanda. And so did ETEP. Damn you, tone deaf. Damn you, tone deaf. That's it.
I've never actually heard that clip before. I've just seen the GIF.
Yep. I got it. I got this from my Batwoman show. It's just like I'm like, this is another one, and I use this on myself all the time. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, me and my self-deprecating humor. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I've anti-Semited myself.
That's just a car.
Oh
What?
no, not
What?
her.
So
It's Grace. It's Grace putting on the Ritz. Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you. Bruce Banner saw the Ancient One too, by the way. Yeah. Cancel each. If Transylvania 65000, who just put that in the chat? Who was it? My sketchbook knows. Yes, my man. That movie is fucking hilarious. It really is. It's so funny. It's like a spoof like horror movie. Culture Casino. Grace. Yes, Grace. Always Grace. Wait, here we go. One
Grace.
So
There we go. There we go. Vassy said it. She knew it. So
I need Trey to say so, please.
hang on. Trey.
Oh.
Come here. Are you dressed? Okay, come here. Come here. He's out there playing video games. I can hear Nintendo. He's playing Kirby. Come here. Just do it. Do your thing. Go so. Start doing the lines. Dude, that's just a car.
That's just a car. That doesn't even look like Batwoman.
Thank you, buddy.
Why does him saying Batwoman sound like you saying Batwoman?
Yeah, put that in the sink for me. Thank you. And that was Trey, ladies and gentlemen. Doing this. Everything said with an upward inflection. That's right. That's right. Oh, God. So anyway, back to Tilda Swinton and her Wakanda hairdo. Me and Tilda.
What kind of hairdo is this?
What kind of shit is this? Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige went on record in May saying he regrets whitewashing the role of the Ancient One in Doctor Strange by casting Tilda Swinton. In a new interview, well, why wouldn't Marvel put Fing Fang Foom in Shang-Chi? Huh?
I just feel
Cowards.
like you're saying racist things.
Cowards. No, that's an actual character.
I know, I'm kidding.
That's it. You made me
cancel
do it.
Loudy?
Nope. You made me do it. I'm doing it now.
Oh, shit. Vassy, whatever I'm making him do, I'm sorry.
You're making me do it. You want to cancel ETEP? You want something to cancel ETEP over? Okay.
Please
all right.
don't.
I see you.
I was kidding.
I see you. Here we go.
Now, as someone who is part Japanese, sir. Hey, I'm part Japanese, and I don't find this offensive, so it's okay.
Yep. I'm Raiden, motherfuckers.
Dude, between your Raiden reference just now and then Johnny Cage in the chat, it just reminds me of the 1995 movie.
Yep.
And how awesome the soundtrack was. So for those
dude.
I had that CD and I loved it. And I've since lost it, but I loved it. It just reminds me every time I see Johnny Cage, I think Johnny Cage is not afraid to die.
Ashley Gaming says Trey equals cute and adorable. Grace equals everything wrong with the world.
Facts.
Yes, those are big facts.
Facts.
Yep, let me check my DMs, Johnny Cage, or Brightest Day just DM'd me. Oh, here we go. All right, I got a tweet. I'm going to share this. We'll come right back to this article. Let me share this with you, comrades. Hang
Your
on
page,
1 second.
share it with me.
Let's see. Here it is, right here. Here's the tweet. He sent me. Maven of Pop Culture. We didn't want to play in. Okay, so here's IndieWire. Yep. And it says, we didn't want to play into any of the stereotypes found in the comic books. We felt the idea of gender swapping the role of the Ancient One was exciting. It opened up possibilities. It was a fresh way into the old and very typical storyline. Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige. So we see the quote here from 2016. So yeah, I feel like we should just tweet this at Kevin Feige and be like, you got some splaining to do, Lucy.
That's a good way to get blocked, sir.
You know, if Caroline Dries won't block me, if Caroline Dries won't block me, somebody's got to. Let's see, wait, you discipline. This a nice way. Oh God, Cartman, you discipline. I remember that episode of South Park. God, back when South Park used to be funny.
It still kind of is.
See, I quit watching it. I quit watching it years, like right after the PC Principal thing. I was like, I'm just checking out of this. But so we know.
I like the PC Principal thing because it's the irony of that culture.
Yep, it is. I just stopped watching it, and now I stream on Wednesday nights, and it's like I got so much other shit to do. It's like, look, Batwoman's moving to Wednesday nights. All right, this is throwing my entire world and turning it upside down. All right,
how dare they?
Batwoman is moving to Wednesdays. I'm like, I want to act Caroline Dries. Man, did you even consult me? The one person besides Az and Thrias Unlimited who watches your damn show, Caroline, we coming for you, Caroline. I'm not going to say the whole thing.
That's a good thing that you didn't say the whole thing, sir.
I used it in my video though. If you've seen my Batwoman video, you know I've used the Booker T gif in
we want the gold, sucker.
In my videos. It's just that line too. It's we coming for you, and then you fill in the blank, but I used it. So Caroline, it's on. It's on, Caroline. You think you can hide from me just because you're one of the lesbians? No, Caroline, you can't. You can't. And to think so,
remember watching that as a kid.
Yep. And Caroline, to think that you can hide from me, that just shows your
Sheer fucking hubris.
Yeah.
What's that?
Caroline? Picard. Okay, so to put that in context, Picard, they took Picard and Patrick Stewart, what is he, 175-year-old now, and they made him a joke. They emasculate him at every turn. This woman, he asks for a starship because he has a mission to go on. You know, they want him to do something, and she said, you know, to put an entire crew and ship at risk. That's sheer fucking hubris. Like, just basically condescending to him. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. Like, I don't know why they would bring
just to get your reaction.
I don't even watch Picard. I'm not a Trekkie. You know, I watched Next Generation as a kid. I'm actually rewatching it now. But what did it premiere? What did Keely Chow say? Season 3 is going to premiere the 7th anniversary of the Hub's death. Yeah, it's like October. Like it's in October. It comes back, so I don't have to go that long without Batwoman. Thank God. I miss her already. I miss her. I just miss Wallace Day. Why would you bring a goddess on that show, make her Kate Kane, and then just be like, nope-sies, Ryan's still our girl? Ugh.
Because fuck you, that's why.
It is. It's like, well, it's a big middle finger to the fans of the show, which I got, like, it's funny because I have people that follow me on Twitter now, and Vassy knows this, that probably would not have followed me anyway because they like my Batwoman reviews. Even though they are, they are the lesbians! And they still follow me and they still watch my reviews and think they're hilarious and comment on them. I'm like, see? Even the lesbians are offended by how bad this show is. Even, like I said, even the real lesbians are like, there's not that many lesbians. Like, it's like that Family Guy cutaway where Don Knotts is like, why are there so many ostriches? I was told there'd be ostriches, but this is too many ostriches. It's like 99.9995% of the women in Gotham are lesbians. It's like, this doesn't represent reality.
I had to actually delete like loads of tweets about the Batwoman finale because like psychotic people kept jumping on them, and I think if you know me, you kind of understand my point of view on things. I got called racist, homophobic, and I'm like, bitch, please, where? Like, I was like,
yeah.
what are you talking about? Yeah, and I was just like, I started hiding the replies, and then they started getting angrier, and they're like, can you not take the criticism? I was like, bitch, I don't have to give you no attention. This is not how this works. So I just deleted them.
Yep.
Like, psychotic.
I had this one person who kept. They wouldn't reply to me because Tony and I were on the same thread, kind of going back and forth with them. And they wouldn't reply to me, but they would quote our tweets and then call us racist. So finally, I just blocked them. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I don't block people on Twitter. But I'm like, if you're not going to at least like respond to me and all you're going to do is quote my tweet and then call me a racist, like there's nothing to be gleaned from this. Like you're done. You're out. You know. Like I said, I'm not the person who blocks people, but oh my God. John Davies says, Vassy, damn you and your echo chamber creation.
I'm telling you, like oh my God, like the other week, some guy just like spurred on my channel over something that happened on a different channel, and I had to like block him because it was just like post, and I'm like getting this is all in the one video, and then he started downvoting the other videos. I'm like, sir, this just helps with analytics. Thank you for the view. Like you were in the comment interaction. Oh my Lord.
Oh, John Davies and Vassy end up like Triple H and Stone Cold, the 2-man power trip.
He is out of control, Mr. Davies, quite frankly.
I like this. I like this guy. This is my kind of guy.
You guys leave Russell T Davies alone.
Oh God. Let's see here. So back to Doctor Strange. Let's see. It says we're not going to do the cliche. Let's see. Wait. So in the interview with Variety, Swinton said she's very, very grateful. Feige came forward to denounce her casting. Feige added at the time, "We thought we were being so smart, so cutting edge. We're not going to do the cliche of the wizened old Asian man, but that's what the character was. Like I don't understand how that's even racist. Like how is that racist? If you have like Asian sorcerers, what?"
Do you know what's the fascinating thing about the I'm all for equality. I think everyone should be represented, but I always find it funny that Vietnamese people, Japanese people, Taiwanese people, they're not apparently non-existent in this Asian thing we have going on. It's just like, oh, so we're never gonna get Japanese like representation because China and Japan don't like each other. So please don't at me with this like Asian representation because the Japanese are there, but you won't put them in because you're a little thing with China. Like, don't. Mm-hmm. So annoying.
And that's why I'm here, because I am the Japanese representation of this channel.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Laura44 says no to furries. Absolutely. Furries, like I said, we don't kink shame here at the channel. But furries are fair game. They're fair game. We don't have to acknowledge the furries or validate them at all. Never, ever. Let's see. So
sure we do.
You stop that. You stop that.
You will be silent.
Around the time Doctor Strange was opening in the fall of 2016, Swinton told IndieWire that once people saw her Doctor Strange performance, they would understand and embrace her casting. There's kind of a misunderstanding, which I hope the film will make clear when people see the film, she said, noting Feige and director Scott Derrickson made this very clear decision to cast Swinton so the role could be changed from what was considered an offensive racial stereotype in the comic books, this kind of Fu Manchu ancient man sitting on top of a mountain called the Ancient One. They made this decision not to perpetuate those racial stereotypes. I'm just like, this is so stupid. It seems so trivial. I don't know if there's anybody of Chinese descent in the chat, but if there is, like I said, we've got Mr. Loudy's opinion coming from somebody who's part Japanese. So I want to know if there's anybody in the chat that is actually like would have been offended if they did a the Asian kind of Fu Manchu or ancient one, I guess as they're calling it, a stereotype. I mean, it just seems like that's so prevalent in Chinese culture. Am I wrong?
No.
So why is that a harmful stereotype if it's something that existed in their culture and they don't find offensive? Is it because woke white people think, yeah, Keely Chow, you're a perfect example of that, sir. I know you. He says I'm not offended. Exactly. I mean, I don't. White people are the only ones that get woke. White people are the ones that get offended by this shit. I mean, unless it's something actually blatantly racist that normal human beings are like, hey, you might want to, dial that back a notch. I mean, if you had like back in the day, if it was like Mickey Rooney doing the Asian gimmick in the movie, what was that?
Yeah.
Was that
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Breakfast at Tiffany's. Thank you, dear. Yeah, that I mean, by today's standards. Yes, that would be considered offensive. Is it still funny? Yes, it's funny. I mean, look at even in The Office, you had Michael Scott, with his ping during the Dundies segment, and I mean, but and that was cringe. That was cringe. There's so much of that that's cringe, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna laugh. You know what I mean?
I thought the whole point of The Office was to be cringe. That was cringe for the sake of comedy.
And that's what it was, because it was Michael Scott being this, like, he has no self-awareness whatsoever, and that's what it was meant to do, So I don't know. This is what pisses me off. Let's see.
Do you know when you said about it's always like white leftists? So I was on Twitter, and I know in the States an Irish car bomb is a shot. It's not
Yeah.
a thing here. And the American lady was having an absolute meltdown because it was, I'm so offended, like, because of the Irish car bomb joke. And the rest of the Irish people were like, it's grand, like, stop being a weirdo. She goes, no, it's offensive to us. I'm like, bitch, you're not from here. Like, why are you getting offended for other people?
Because that's what woke white people do best. They get offended for other people so that there's a problem.
See, and I guarantee you, she's the kind of white woman who's probably called the police on black people just walking their dogs. Like, seriously, that if you're that triggered, that is exactly the kind of person, the exact kind of white leftist that you know, that is that video. You know, that lady called the cops on that black guy for walking his dog. It's like, he's just walking his dog. I was scared. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. Just go about your day. The dude is what, you know, and you wonder why people, you know, call people Karens. It's people like that. Like you said, Vassy, this lady's offended. I'm offended. And Irish people are like, we're not offended. We think it's funny, you know, and she's like, I am. Nobody cares.
She was trans Irish.
Nobody cares. Trans Irish.
Oh,
she identifies as Irish, even though she's probably not. You know what I mean? It's just like she's another Rachel Dolezal or Talcum X.
I'm sorry, what?
What, Rachel? You don't know who Rachel Dolezal is?
I don't know who Talcum X is.
Okay, well, Rachel Dolezal is a Swedish woman who pretended to be black and worked her way up to a high-ranking position within the NAACP.
I knew about that. I forgot her name.
Okay, Talcum X is Sean King, who is a white man from, I believe it's like Kansas or some shit, and he has his birth certificate is listed as white. His birth dad is white. His birth mother is white. Yet he has everybody fleeced and pretends to be black. And it's like he faked a police report in high school because he got his ass beat and said it was a hate crime. And then he posted pictures of himself in the hospital after a car accident on his Twitter feed and said they were from when he got beat up in high school as a result of a hate crime. Sean King is whiter than I am. He is. That is why I call him Talcum X. And I get into it and I get called racist. Like, he's black. I'm like, no, he's fucking not.
Is he as black as Snow the rapper, the guy who sang Informer?
Yes, that's how black. He's Canadian, you know. Snow is Canadian. That's how black Sean King is. But he's got all these black people fleeced because he's such an ally. And it's like, oh my god, dude! Like, you do realize this motherfucker is cosplaying as one of you. This is worse. This is worse blackface than Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, it's.
You guys, did you watch the Ollie London thing? And he's trans Korean. Have you seen that?
Yes. What
Dude,
the actual? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, okay. Let me do you a debrief, right? So Ollie London is this rich like kid from England, and he got full reconstructive surgery to be like a K-pop star. I can't remember the K-pop stars, but they obviously messed up his face because you know how hard it is to change your race. So that didn't work out. He tried getting like a reality show off the ground. That didn't work out. So what he's now doing is pretending to be trans Korean, and he's now wants like everything changed so he's Korean. Now he can't speak Korean. There's no one in his family that's Korean. He doesn't live in Korea, but yeah, trans Korean. What?
He probably doesn't live in Korea because they know they'd probably kick his ass.
They're probably terrified of him. Like, sir, like, I can't remember the pop star's name. Now, I mean, he looks nothing like this pop star. Like, how could they do that? Like, it's like that lady who tried to make herself look into Angelina Jolie. Like, that's how bad the surgery is. But now he's trans Korean. Yes, now she looks like, now he's trans Korean and wants it recognized. And I'm like, I will let things go as a bit of a lefty, but fuck that. No, I was just like, no. And then I got called transphobic. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll take it.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Wait, this is what he looked like before and now? Hang on.
Oh, please put the before and after up there.
Wait, is this... What the fuck? This. Oh my. Okay, I'm sharing it. I'm sorry. I got it. This is. Because I haven't been following this. This is.
Oh, I have.
This is him right here.
Yeah, he looks like a 40-year-old soccer mom.
He looks
they
like a
messed
40-year-old
up his
lesbian.
face. His
What?
face is so bad.
What the actual F? Like, oh my God. Holy shit. What's up, Race Double Dong? Hail, you switched your name back. Hail, brother. Welcome, welcome. He claims that he speaks Korean.
I claim to speak Japanese, but doesn't mean I can do it.
I can say a few things in Japanese.
So, Loudy, I got to ask you, are you offended by that song from the 80s, Turning Japanese?
No. I actually listened to it.
That song's hilarious.
I know. It's all about masturbation.
I know. I was like, we all know what the subtext of that song is. God.
I'm far from offended.
This is just wow. Yeah, he doesn't just look like an old lesbian transvestite. Like, that's, to me, that's what it looks like. It's just like, ugh. Why? What? I have so many questions.
Tell me why.
He's such a grifter. If you watch him on Twitter, he's literally been doing the rounds of all these talk shows trying to get like racial things going. And I'm like, you need like to be like mental help. You actually need to have like evaluated. Like,
the problem
that's
is we normalize
too
all
far.
of it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's too far even for me. Sorry.
Why? And like I said, this is such a white people thing. It
Totally.
Really is.
Yeah.
Well, outside of Michael Jackson, little Michael Jackson was black. Little Michael was black, and I don't know why or when. I don't know, but it's why did him and what's her name? His one sister. She was in
Janet?
No, Latoya.
Oh, Latoya.
Latoya kind of scared me because she kind of looked like him later on. She got the surgeries and shit too.
Surgery.
Janet's still fine. Janet Jackson's still a fucking goddess, man.
Yeah, her name's not Baby. It's Janet. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. All right.
Oh, wait. What is this? Trans woman in Miss Nevada will be in the Miss America pageant. I saw that, and I'm just like, I just, and like I said, I have a cousin that is she's a transformer, and more than meets the eye, and it's just like I don't, and she grew, like I said, I think I've said this on the air, grew up beautiful young lady, very just smart, beautiful. She was an adorable kid, very smart, and she's been dating, and this thing is like she's dating another girl who's pretending to be a guy. And I'm like, why don't y'all just be lesbians then? I was like, you're just being lesbians with extra steps. Like, what? Nobody cares if you're lesbians. It's 2021. Nobody cares. And I'm like, what? Why do you need to pretend? She's like, my name's not Caitlin, it's Nathan. I'm like, no, it's not. Let me stop you right there. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just like, oy vey. Am I wrong? I don't know. I can't understand that. I don't. And then her mom was like, well, I'm like, no, Kelly. I'm like, don't start with me. I'm like, I'm not placating mental illness. I'm not. Because in 4 or 5 years, she's going to be like, oh, I need to get a job when she's out of college. You know what I mean? It's like, you're in college right now. I don't know. Proof. Oh God. Proof that men are better at being women than women. Oh, this Ollie shit. This is just weird though. Like, I'd seen a couple pictures of this, but I was just like, oh. And speaking of weirdos, did y'all see who they're lining up to possibly play the new Doctor Who?
No.
The gay guy,
Ali Alexander.
Oh yeah, no, they already his agent already put the kibosh on that.
They're not.
No.
Oh, I thought after Jodie Whittaker that'd be a lock.
No, I did my research on it, and his agent posted something on Instagram. Okay. Pretty much, it had a lot of Doctor Who references in it, but his agent shot that down and said, "No, we're not doing that." But it's nice to be thought of, pretty much.
Yeah, because I was like I said, I'm not a huge Doctor Who fan. I've only seen a couple episodes, but
I'm a big
still,
Doctor Who fan. I stopped after Capaldi though, mainly because the writing is complete shit. Like I can't. I did 3 episodes of Jodie Whittaker's first season, and I'm like, nope, this ain't it, Chief. Like I can't do this.
Yeah, I saw, like I said, 2 episodes of it, and I was like, oh yeah, I this is no bueno. This is no good.
It's just a shame because like it used to be really good, and there was a reason it came back, like because it was highly sought after, and when they came back in 2005, it was like, wow, this is phenomenal. I love this, sweet. And then as time went on, sure, I don't mind touching on current event issues and twisting them in such a way, but like, I don't know, just I feel like Chibnall's writing is just complete fuckery, and it's awful.
And that seems to be the consensus, because I do watch a lot of Gary from Nerdrotic and him talk about it, because he's a huge Doctor Who fan too, and he knows the lore really well. So I listen to his videos anyway, but. Yeah, I was listening to him talk about Chris Chibnall, and that seems to be the consensus from anybody that knows Doctor Who. Like you said, Chibnall has no idea what he's doing, and he's doing it just to piss off the fans.
Pretty much.
And it doesn't make sense. It's like you have this pre-established fan base, and you're just gonna shit all over them in search of this new woke audience.
Yes.
I don't understand it. I don't. It's like you're trying to attract the people that don't spend money, and it's like, why? Ugh, I don't know. But here we got I got this other article I want to talk about here. This has been fun, man. I've enjoyed this, so thank you to both of you for being on this morning. Usually the morning show is just me blabbering into the microphone. But yeah, we've had Coach Loudy on now. Vassy's on in the morning. This works. This is good. I like this. This is fun. And now, speaking of fun, we're going to talk about Taika Waititi and his and his makeout.
What did I
photos.
ever do to you? I thought we were friends.
Rita Ora and Tessa Thompson. Ray's double dong. Now, I know I used to do the Taika Waititi accent, the Kiwi accent, as it were. Try to anyway. Taika Waititi came out and he was talking about when he first announced him back in 2019. Doesn't 2019 seem like
so far
ages
away?
Ago? It
10
does.
years ago.
It does. Because that was the last year we had the big Comic Cons, and they had all the Marvel reveals at the 2020 or 2019 San Diego Comic Con, where they announced all the MCU shows on Disney Plus, and that was when Taika Waititi was announced as director of Thor: Love and Thunder, and he came out and he's like, "I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. You don't know you won't because I haven't given it to you yet." That whole
God,
thing.
I remember that.
Oh, dude, and he did the same thing with Star Wars. He's like, "Relax, baby. I'll be there to ruin your mythos too." And he actually did a good job in the
Ruining our mythos.
No, in the episodes he directed of The Mandalorian, they were actually well done. And that is a hill I will kind of die on. He did really well, and I like his voice acting as IG 11. I did. And I'm not a big Taika Waititi fan. I've never seen Jojo Rabbit. What We Do in the Shadows. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
There's I guess a movie that he did before he got famous about vampires and shit.
That's What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah, because my neighbor, she loves that movie, and we she's like, you guys have to watch this with me one night when we're drunk, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I guess we can do that.
Because they turned it into a show on FX.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So funny.
I've seen a couple episodes. It's worth a watch. So this is from Up Rocks. This is from yesterday. Josh Kerp. Okay. Taika Waititi has no regrets about those photos of him with Tessa Thompson and Rita Ora. I don't like Tessa Thompson. She has a just smug arrogance about her, and you all remember her comments about, I just don't want to show up on set with a bunch of white dudes, and no offense, I just don't want to be around a bunch of men. No offense. It's like you can't just say offensive things and then say no offense after them to cover for that.
But people have been doing it for years.
Right. Nerium, good morning. Good morning. How are you? I got hit with 2 copyright claims for showing Red's trailer and Vinny's trailer last night. Or
What?
Wednesday. Was it or yesterday morning? Did I show him
Yesterday
yesterday morning?
Because you watched 2 or 3 trailers yesterday, yeah.
We watched. I got hit with 2 claims for those. And I don't regret showing them at all. I don't care.
You shouldn't.
I don't care. I don't care about but I thought it was bullshit because I know that those songs are not licensed. I know that. So that I was just like, I'm going to appeal both of them.
As you should.
I am, because I appealed one, and actually won about 2 weeks ago on a claim that I got made on my on one of my videos. So I haven't got any claims on the live streams in a while. But like I said, that I'll show their art, and I'll do it again. I don't care, because it's worth it, because it's worth supporting these guys and gals out there. And like I said, go back, go get in on Bonds the Drive, that's in demand right now. Back Sunsworn, Wings of Vengeance, Shadow of the Kraken, all in demand. Get on that. You want to support independent creators, start right there with these wonderful comic books. Because that is truly an amazing art form. So into this article a little bit. During a break from filming of Thor Love and Thunder, I scrolled too far. In Sydney last month, director Taika Waititi was photographed in an intimate moment with his girlfriend Rita Ora and actress Tessa Thompson. Good for them, we say. If you had an opportunity to make out with Waititi and Ora and Thompson while making a Marvel, a big if, you'd leap at the opportunity too. I don't want to make out with Taika Waititi.
No.
Or Rita Ora or Tessa Thompson, to be honest with you. I'm good with all of that. I mean, if I could hand pick 2 other women, not those 2. Not even a little bit. Maybe Rita Ora like 3 or 4 years ago, because she was actually hot. Now it was like, I would say, let's see, pre her dating, I think it was Wiz Khalifa. Because she just looked like shite after that. I was just like, you don't look good anymore. I don't know. But she was kind of hot, and then she changed her whole look around, and I don't know. But it's funny, because Rita Ora is like, what is she, like Hungarian or something like that?
Lebanese.
Is she Lebanese?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was something. I was like, I don't know. I just, this whole thing, I don't know. This situation is funny, but let's see. Waititi has no regrets. He says, not really. He told the Sydney Morning Herald when asked if the commotion around the photos upset him. I think in the world of the internet, everything goes away pretty quick. No, it doesn't. And also, is that a big deal? No, not really. I was doing nothing wrong. It's fine. If you were hoping for Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman to join the fun, I'm sorry to report that Thor Love and Thunder is wrapped filming. Sometimes 2 people come together to inspire the world to change the cinematic landscape forever. And then there's me and @Chris Hemsworth, who are too cool to care about anything except making movies and bringing people absolute joy. Okay, I don't look cool. I know that, Waititi wrote on Instagram. This film is the craziest thing I've ever done, and I'm honored to bust my ass and have a nervous breakdown so you can all see it in May of 2022. Chris Hemsworth is absolutely fucking diesel as fuck in this picture. Like, Jesus. Like, I mean, that is... Well, he's playing Hogan, too, in the Hulk Hogan movie. So he had, I mean... I got, that dude is, that man's a monster. And props to him for, killing himself to get that fucking jacked. Because that is impressive. Like, that is.
He's got to have 24-inch pythons, brother.
Dude, and that's the thing. That's the end of the article. What's funny is they talk about, objectifying women and all that in these movies. And then you have... in the scene in Infinity War where Gamora is like groping his biceps, and it's like she's like, can you imagine if that was like if Gamora was on the table and Star-Lord was like just grabbing her ass, Like,
That'd be porn right there. We can't have that in theaters.
how quickly do you think that would, win? How well do you think that would have went over? You know what I mean? It's just the double standard. And as a guy, like I said, who's been not in that good of shape, but in like really good shape, and have had women come up and be like, "Can I touch your abs?" or "Can I didn't mind being objectified. It's okay, being treated like an object as a man is fun sometimes. It's all right. It's fun. It's all right. We don't mind.
Did anyone see the episode of Loki this week?
I haven't seen any of Loki at all.
I've seen one episode. I've watched I didn't get a chance to watch your episode 4 review, but I've watched your previous reviews of it.
I'm not going to spoil it, but somebody showed up in the episode and the reaction that person got had more hype than Natalie Portman is getting for this new Thor movie. And I'm like, you could have had that person and actually had the fans all together, and now everyone's all split and angry. Like, I've done Marvel.
I know who you're talking about, and she should have been Valkyrie.
Preach.
She should have been Valkyrie. Jamie Alexander is a freaking goddess.
Absolute queen.
She is. Yeah, oh my God. She was awesome as Lady Sif. What caught her out of favor, though, was she appeared on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the Marvel TV people and Kevin Feige don't get along. So there was that beef there, and that's kind of why they booted her out of the movies, which was bullshit, and that led to Tessa Thompson. Hemsworth looks like he should be fronting an 80s hair band. He's prepping for the Hogan film. Yeah. Killing himself slowly with needles. Cough, cough. Godzillionaire. Hail Godzillionaire. He says, Drax, you're a dude. This is a man. That's...
I do look like Thor, guys. Thor in Endgame when he's out of shape. That's me.
That's your cosplay.
Yeah, I'm cosplaying as Fat Thor.
I got told the other day I should do like a Kratos with my beard and everything.
You totally should.
Yes.
I said when I'm comfortable with the shirt off in public more, I would definitely do a Kratos cosplay.
As well, you should.
Sal told me that 2 years ago. He was willing, because Sal can make like weapons and shit. He's willing to make me the weapon and everything for it.
Good
to do it. I should. I honestly should have done that when MJ and I cosplayed at that convention we went to.
What did you go as again?
I was Nick Fury.
That's right.
I was Black Nick Fury.
That's right. I remember now.
Well, I look more like Samuel Jackson than I do David Hasselhoff.
Dude, I'm not disagreeing. Easy, man. You don't have to fucking yell at me. You're not my real dad. If you were my real dad, I'd fucking whoop your ass, as he knows I'd whoop his.
Alex was giving me shit for that. He was like, there was and I didn't do blackface or anything like that. I literally just wore an outfit that looked like Nick Fury from Avengers. He's like, David Hasselhoff was Nick Fury. I'm like, well, I was like, I don't like that David, that Nick Fury. Wait, John Davies says start calling your son boy in preparation. I will. I'll just start referring to him as boy. Boy. Now that might confuse some people because they're like, is he Angus Scram from
Angus
Phantasm? Angus Khan. That's gonna be a new wrestling gimmick. It's half Angus Young from AC/DC and half Genghis Khan.
Love it.
See you as Kratos doing the Batwoman voice. It's Casey's. I need the voice changer to do that. It's more effective, like when I do it in the videos. Oh God, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Right now, literally, we're just gonna keep streaming, so I don't have to help my wife pack the truck up, and she has to pack everything to leave.
Well, guys, that's the show for today. Pete's got to get going, and
bye.
Screw you guys. You guys leave. I'm just gonna keep streaming. I'll just start a new stream.
I'll start a new stream with blackjack and hookers.
You had my interest. Now you have my attention. I mean, it's just. I know everybody in the chat just sitting there right now looking at me going, "Boo this man!" I know. I know. It's okay.
My first time
It's
seeing that one too.
Really?
Yeah, like I've seen the GIF before, but I've never heard the scene.
Oh shit. This is a good one too. This is me at the end of the stream when I won't shut up, just giving my point of view to everybody. This is
That's good.
that's me not shutting up at the end of the new stream.
Oh, eat more of my words. That's good.
Just have this word salad. Just have it. Take it. This has been fun though. Vassy, Loudy, thank you so much. This has been a blast. Chat, you guys were on fire this morning.
On fire.
We had this fire thief. We had hang on, let me pull something up here to play for you guys before we go. Then we gotta do it. Why not, right? Why not? Let me talk amongst yourselves while I'm working here. No, so what do you got going on the rest of the day, Loudy? What do you what's Coach Loudy doing the rest of the day?
Gonna meet the fiance for lunch. Going to some Italian place. Got to pack because we're leaving for tonight and tomorrow. We've got the nephew cousin's birthday on Saturday, and I say that because it's her cousin's kid, but they grew up pretty close together, like siblings. So we call the tiny one nephew. So we got his birthday Saturday. We're going to Toledo tonight to visit the fiance's sister because staying in Toledo overnight would be closer than just driving from Fort Wayne to Cleveland.
Okay.
In one day because ain't nobody got time for that. So
yeah.
So that's what I got going on. And then Sunday we're celebrating the fiance's birthday at her grandmother's. So.
Well, hell yeah! You tell her we said happy birthday. And,
I will.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Vassy, what about you? Do you have any videos coming out today?
No. So Netflix and Amazon decided to put both releases I wanted to see in the one day today, so I have to watch. The first part of Fear Street 1994 is out, so it's a horror trilogy. That's out today, so I have to go watch that. And then Chris Pratt's Tomorrow War, I think was the title of it. That was also out today.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Is that on Netflix?
Tomorrow War is Amazon, and Fear Street is Netflix.
All right, I'll check the one out on Netflix then, because I don't have Amazon. There was something Vassy we were gonna watch and we were gonna do a review of. What was it? What was it?
Alien Conquest.
Was it?
I think so.
I can't remember. Well, I'll DM you because there was something we were gonna watch and we were gonna do a review of because we were at complete polar opposite ends of the spectrum on it, and I can't remember what it was now. But go over and subscribe. Halloween Kills. That's what it is. Yeah. Halloween Kills because I hated the first one. I hated it. And like I said, that was one I hated that movie so much. I wrote a review and sat on it for like 3 months. I didn't do anything. I didn't produce it until it ended up being a Cleveland. That was a Cleveland stool band review because I thought that was the only way I could do it justice. But yeah, we'll do a dual review of Halloween Kills when it drops in a couple months. Definitely.
I am shocked you didn't like the other film. It's not computing in my brain. When you said it, I thought you were messing, and I was like, "Oh no, he's not."
No, I was dead serious. I hated it.
Oh god,
I hated it as much. Not as much as I hated the Rob Zombie Halloween movies because Rob Zombie, it's like Rob, and I love the dude's music. I've seen him in concert 2 times. I'm like, not everything needs to be white trash, and you don't need to drop the word, the see you next Tuesday every 5 seconds to accentuate your white trash, Rob. And I know the word has different. It's used different in different countries, but it basically means the same thing. I don't mind, I don't care, but I look at it like, okay, we get it, Rob. We get it. We get it. We understand. You enjoy it, Here's what I was going to show, though. This is what I was going to show, just for fun and games, because somebody mentioned, my Sketchbook 340 mentioned me doing the Batwoman voice. So allow me to do this.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Here we go, right here. Here it is, right here. Here's a few Batwoman voices for you. Oh no! Wait, I gotta play this part because this is fun. Really, you're telling me that these moments in the show weren't going to be turned into slow motion by somebody?
They were not.
Oh my god, the map is gonzy. Sapphira's guys got here first. I am so super duper sorry, Mary. You should totally call your dad. He's crying like a bitch. And Mary's like, oh my god, Ryan, what are you doing out of bed? You should be in bed. Tatiana was like, yeah, can I kill her now so you can be my lesbian queen, Sapphire? You short midget fucking lesbian. Can you be my queen so we can...
That's gonna violate community standards.
That was great.
There you go. There's my voice changed Batwoman voices for the day. If you want to check more of that out, that is my best of season 2 Batwoman highlight video. I enjoyed making that. I did. That was fun.
Dude, did you see they cast Montoya in season 3?
Oh God. I did. I read it. I didn't see. Who did they cast? I didn't see who. Let me look it up.
I didn't see who. I just saw that people were getting angry about it because they were like, "Oh, they're just gonna queerbait everyone again." I was like, "Again? Oh."
Yep. That's the thing in let's see, Batwoman. Who was cast as Renee Montoya in Batwoman? My predictive text actually put in Batwoman.
That's great.
Let's see. News. Reportedly they're casting. They haven't cast her yet. So they're okay, so that'll be another lesbian. That'll be another lesbian. I wonder if they tease Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Just with her vines at the end. Yep, Montoya the detective. That was played by what's her name? Rosie Perez.
Yeah.
In Birds of Prey. Bop, yeah, that was a fucking horrible movie. God. Rosie Perez, all I can think of with Rosie Perez is White Men Can't Jump, and her going, oh, Billy, you're so stupid. You should have said infinity plus infinity. But yeah, will she be Montoya? Question. I saw that brought up in on Twitter, I believe it was. This is only acceptable under Axel Braun, says Brightest Day. Yes. Yes, but that's it. Before we go for another hour or two, I'll let everybody go. Thank you so much. Brightest Day, Eshlet Games, My Sketchbook 340, Ray's Double Dong, Keely Chow, John Davies, Fictitious Dave Savage. Let me go. Horny Alf. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you sooner. Godzillionaire. Who else was up in here? Nerium, Katie, thank you for joining in. Laura 44. Let's see, I'm still scrolling. Matthew Birkland from Istanbul, man. We're all over the map. I love it. We're worldwide, man, like Pitbull, which I've been mistaken for a tall Puerto Rican before. So, all right, I'll take it. But thank you, everybody. The chat will only let me go back so far. Thank you, everybody. Joseph Pullen was here, man. Thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Nerdy Blurb TV. I'll be hitting you and Second Street Marvel up to get you guys on a show very soon. But yeah, thank you all for joining in. You guys rock. Tina Bojan, I'm sorry. I'm glad you commented. You have a great holiday weekend. He's Cuban B. Fucking how was that? Dazed and Confused, not Dazed and Confused. Half Baked. And rest. R.I.P. Was it Clarence? The guy that played Clarence. He was in Tales from the Hood too. The actor. He just passed away. So R.I.P. to him, man. He was great in Tales from the Hood. But that's it, guys. We're done. I'm Etepo Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I have been here with all of yous. Remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and it's better to burn out than fade away. Star-Lord, you toxic white male son of a bitch. Take him home. Boom!